All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome here to Falcon Field. It's game number 2 on day 3 of the Forest Acres Classic. And, well, Jeff told me to go find a color guy, and I found one. Luke, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are y'all doing?
Doing all right. Of course, Luke Shalcom, the pitcher, relief pitcher for the AC Flora Falcons, committed to Trinity up in Connecticut. He's going to be joining me for this game, as well as one of your friends, Luke. His name's
Franz. German exchange student.
Yeah, so you're going to have to talk a little louder than that.
Oh, yeah, he said stand up for national anthem.
Yeah, we'll be right back, y'all.
We'll be back.
Let's play ball.
All right, Al's national anthem, and of course, now I'm here with, of course, one of the Hammond students. And what's your name?
Franz from Germany. I used to be exchange student at Hammond back in 2022, 2023. And I hope we have a great game tonight. I'm a huge Skyhawks fan though, so I might be rooting for the Skyhawks a little bit.
I'll put some music on in the background. You can keep talking.
All right.
No, we're still good. You got some music on in the background, so you don't get monetized.
Right on the mound, we got William Maloney for the Skyhawks. Great guy, freshman, pretty young. It's William Maloney. He's a freshman. Yeah,
freshman.
We got James alias Nate Slay. He's been hitting very well recently.
And in right field, number 4, Preston Spring.
You're a natural, man. So this is gonna be a good lineup.
It is a great lineup for the Skyhawks.
Yeah, looking to try to punch their ticket to a game tomorrow with a win here. Of course, what? I just say no. I mean, you got to punch your ticket to a game tomorrow too, Luke. Later tonight.
I mean, I gotta leave tomorrow. That's the problem.
You gotta win today to play tomorrow.
I know. It's big. I give the headphone back to Luke Sharp, man.
And we'll switch off here and there as Luke's going to be joining me for this game as he'll probably have to get ready for their game tonight. Of course, Shaw got the nightcap against the Airport Eagles, but you're going to be very tuned into this one. Hopefully, if you're a Falcon fan, of course, Luke plays on the team. We're in need of a River Bluff win here if we want to play in the championship tomorrow.
Of course. Big game here. Decides the trajectory of the rest of this tournament.
It feels like this is going to be a big slate of games that's going to be kicked off with the Skyhawks and the Gators. We'll roll through the lineups real quick. Banks Alexander leading off, playing catcher, playing short, batting second, Walker Godwin. The first baseman, Dom Norton, third. Batting fourth, cleanup, it's Maddox Free. In right field, the 5-hole hitting Ashley Powell. DHing right, Trip Hutto, he's in sixth. Batting seventh, Zach Ortiz at second. Mac Rains in left, batting eighth, and Andrew Rye in ninth. Around the diamond for the Skyhawks on the bump, it's Will Maloney. Batting behind the dish, James Lay first, Brewer Lamont second, Worth Lundy. Short, Ben Kirkpatrick. Puddin at third, Jack Croft. Left is Jackson Waite, center, Colt Babbitt, and right is Preston Springs. DHing for the Skyhawks will be Will Freight. All right, let's rock and roll. Luke Shalcom is here, and we are ready to rock and roll. Banks Alexander. He is a freshman indeed. One of the top freshmen in this state.
Matter of fact, we have a freshman pitcher versus a freshman hitter.
We do indeed. First pitch from the southpaw called. Strike one on the inside part of the plate, and we are underway. Luke, did you face Banks yesterday?
I did not. I did. Yes, I did. Yep.
You remember anything about that at bat?
Yeah. It was sorry, what's the pitch? It was a changeup. Changeup down, and he
Yep.
he didn't really get it. Yep. And then there was I believe he was the one that hit a little blooper to our shortstop for the out.
That does sound about right, if I do recollect. You know, it was a late night last night.
Oh, of course.
Nothing in two here. Maloney fires high and away. Ball one. Alexander trying to start something here for the Gators, who fell to AC Flora yesterday by a final score of 8-3, and part of what Luke Shalcom did to close out the game on the mound. Maloney fires the 0-2, or the 1-2. It skips in. It'll be 2-2. Alexander up for the first time today. He was off an 0-4 performance. AC Flora holding him very steady yesterday. Some good pitching from Spark, and of course Luke right in front of me. The 0-2. That one's hard hit on the ground to the shortstop. Kirkpatrick bobbles it. Tough play for the shortstop, and it's going to be a leadoff base runner here for Bluff. We'll have to wait for the official ruling, but it is an error.
Hey, let's go, Walt. Keep it going.
That's such a tough play on this field, you know, especially after we keep it pristine, the ball skips off the dirt.
You know, that's one of those plays it's going to have to be made for this Hammond Skyhawks team to overcome this 5A powerhouse.
It does have to be made. That was what kind of dug them in their hole late last game. They had a couple errors that allowed Airport to stay in it. Well, the right-handed Walker Godwin digs in. He'll shoot that one foul. It'll be 0-1. You know, Luke, I feel like you're so sure-handed on the mound as well. How hard is that when you have a ball rocketing right back at your face?
It's definitely difficult. Definitely can rattle you depending on how you handle your emotions.
Maloney will pick back at first. Alexander is there safely. Alexander has 6 stolen bags. He's been thrown out twice. He's one of the top catchers in this state, probably the top freshman catcher, and that's where he's playing today after he has 2 straight starts in left. The southpaw, Maloney, will come home to Godwin. The 0-1 is taken wide. It's ball 2-1. After it's been a windstorm the last couple of days, sun blaring down right here in Falcon Field, a little after 2 here on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon. The 1-1 is swung on and missed. Off speed on the outside edge is Franz happy in front of me. It'll be 1-2. Luke, was that your first win against River Bluff last night in your high school career?
Varsity, yes.
Varsity.
Yeah, varsity,
Yeah.
yeah.
This River Bluff team loves this field. You know, they come here and they've won now 5 Forest Acres Classic championships, I believe. They three-peated before Miller took the title from them last year. I'm sure we'll talk a lot about that game as this game progresses, Luke. You were a vital part of that game.
Yeah, that was a...
1-2 is poked foul the other way. You know, that was a fun game. I know, obviously, we were on the losing end, but remember, you loaded the bases, then proceeded to do what you do and get out of the jam.
Yeah, it was probably the highlight of my career so far at Flora.
It's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
1-2 the count, nobody gone. Alexander over at first for the 2-hole Walker Godwin. The young freshman fires. Godwin taps it foul to stay alive. It'll stay 1-2.
Now make it count. Make it count, buddy.
Luke getting some handshakes.
Not the starter.
Luke getting some handshakes in front. Luke was the one who closed it down. If you guys watched yesterday, either on the River Bluff side, he was the pitcher that came in the 7th and got the, I don't think it's technically a hold. It would have been a hold if it was a 9-inning game. The 1-2. Call, strike 3, looking on the outside edge.
That's impressive. That's impressive.
Nice bender. Froze Godwin. There's one away. And Luke is showing off how he throws the curveball.
Yeah, so he just commanded 3 pitches in 1 at-bat. Very impressive from the freshman.
Yeah, this is his first appearance this season here on the varsity level. And he has a tough lineup indeed, as this Gator lineup has been scorching as of late. It's the big first baseman, Dom Norton, batting 3 here. Lefty on lefty, first time today. Maloney fires. That ball's chopped to the right side. This could be 2. Lamont, the second for 1. On to first. Did he hold the bag? No, just a second lane. It's a tough play for Maloney to have to come from the mound to cover first in the double play. They do get the force out at second, so there is 2 down. And you know, Luke, you know that how hard that is, Luke. How hard is it to come from the mound over to the first base bag to cover?
Definitely can be chaotic. A lot can go wrong, and you're also thinking about your ankle getting stepped on. Let's be real. That's like that's the most.
I mean, no, it's definitely true. There's a lot going on when you run over. Sorry, I was just laughing.
Yeah. No.
Thank you, thank you.
Oh, Maddox Free will dig in. It's a balk actually, so pretty sure that will allow Norton to move into scoring position. I feel like I get tripped up on balks, Luke. Well, was that just not breaking anything? Not breaking before he came to the plate, or rocking? Or?
I just don't think he bounced the set. He didn't. You know, you got to kind of hold the set, and he was rocking.
I get that. That makes sense.
Ooh.
Curveball stays inside, ball one. No, I understand what you were saying. I'll do the broadcaster talk. What Luke was saying is you got to come set and then break. He never really broke, so the umpire said he never really came set. If y'all catch my drift. So the River Bluff Gators have the first runner of the game, standing at second. There's 2 down for the 4-hole hitting Maddox Free, who I got to actually speak to before the game. He and Ashley Powell came up and spoke to me in the middle of that Lugoff and Cardinal Newman game. You know, game did not go their way yesterday. They were competitive, of course, our Falcons, and, well, one Rohan Bremer, of course, who has been scorching hot at the dish as of late. I say, of course, like it's well known. The 1-0 is high and away, gets away from Lay, however, Dom does not get the read on it, so he'll have to stay at second. It's 2-0.
Yeah, back on Rohan, the kid's definitely matured at the plate over the season.
And what have you seen, Luke? You know, he came on late last year for y'all, and then all of a sudden now he's hit 3 homers.
Yeah, so the beginning of the season, he was really struggling with off speed especially. And then I feel like he's matured over the season so far. He's laying off those high pitches. He's being more disciplined at the plate, and just he's become a well-rounded hitter.
Well-rounded hitter indeed. Towering home run against this River Bluff team that opened the scoring yesterday. The 2-0 missed wide. Maloney in danger of losing Maddox Free. The 3-0 is called strike one. Change up on the inside part of the plate. You know, it feels like this team has matured over the season as well, Luke. You know, with a lot of returners. Y'all started, it was kind of an up and down start, and then all of a sudden y'all have really caught your stride as of late here on the mound and at the plate. Would you agree?
I would agree.
Perfect.
Yeah.
A hard hit ball over the shortstop's hole. Kirkpatrick, he'll get in the left field, get in the windmill around third. His Norton relay throw is not made. RBI single for Maddox Free here to open the scoring. Nice piece of hitting there from Free. Put a liner over the shortstop's head. Kirkpatrick and Norton came around from second to score. This was the pitcher of yesterday's game, Ashley Powell, the one who was unfortunately for him awarded the loss. However, he had a great basket catch in right field that really kept the game close for a little while. Saved about 3 runs. Runner at first goes. First pitch is a ball outside. The throw in a second from Lay. In time. James Lay, who's had a great tournament here for the Skyhawks, continues it. Guns down. Maddox Free trying to take 2, and that will end the first. But the Gators grab one. It's a 1-0 lead going to second. Going to the bottom of the first. Right here, we return.
Yo, yo, yo.
Welcome back here to Falcon Field. It's the bottom of the first inning as the Skyhawks and the Gators are doing battle here in game number 2 of the day. Luke has handed the headset over to the Hammond foreign exchange student Franz from Germany. And Franz, you're a big Hammond fan, right?
I am. Actually, to recap the top of the first inning right there, we got the Skyhawks with 1 run given up. A classic Skyhawks inning, if you ask me. Had a game last Wednesday. 4 hits for Cara Newman, 4 runs for Cara Newman, 4-0. It was the score in the end. And on Friday, kind of the same thing. 4 hits, Cara Newman, 7 runs, Cara Newman. See, there's like a big pitching problem with Hammond. Just giving up a lot of walks, giving up, throwing a lot of pits in the dirt. And it's the actual giving up runs is not the huge problem.
Babic. He puts that one on the left side foul. It's 1-2.
He's been on a roll ever since like midway through the season, but like right now, last couple of games, not too much anymore. Scored a home run against Heathwood Hall Friday 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, Babbitt's still 7 for his last 16 though. The talented sophomore chops that one to the second baseman. Ortiz has it. He'll flip it over to first. There's 1 away.
He got down the line.
Yeah, he's going to be a one to watch for sure as he progresses throughout his high
Got a
school
lot of
career.
potential for sure.
Up next for the Skyhawks, number 2.
Well, now it's Ben Kirkpatrick. Yeah, you're good.
It's very sad yesterday for him giving up.
Yeah, he was awarded the loss
3
in the
runs.
game yesterday, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It was a tough come-from-behind victory for the Airport Eagles last night. First pitch called, strike 1, off speed on the inside part. It's Ray Kastner on the bump for the Gators, one of their aces. Righty on righty, 1-0-1 pitch. That ball hard on the ground to the shortstop. Godwin fields it on the hop, throws it across the diamond on the hop, and there's 2 away.
Got the feeling Skyhawks should be a little more chill at bat, especially whenever we come into the game. The first few pitches, we just swing everything, and that's kind of the problem that I'm seeing in the last recent games. Should probably be a little more chill in the first.
Southpaw fires, Puddin fouls that off. And I think you were very much, as you put it, chill against AC Flora. You guys would wait back on some pitches and then you drive them when he finally gave you a pitch to hit.
Like there was a lot of 3-2 counts against AC Flora. That's what I'm saying. For example, Preston Springs, our 9th in the order, he scored a double of a 3-2 count. It was like 8 pitches in a row. It
was a great battle between him and I believe Adger Johnson was the pitcher at the time, and Springs really turned that game around from Hammond, gave you all the lead, and would eventually surrender the lead but then get it back an inning later.
He did. I mean, we kind of expected...
that one's golfed into center field, coming on his ride, and it will drop for a 2-out single. Well, Jack, you know him as Puddin too, or you just call him Jack?
I do know Pudding too. I call him Pudding too.
Okay.
I live with him right now.
Oh, really? That's awesome. So that's, well, you're, I guess...
Always filming his at-bats.
Of course, Puddin's been on a tear as of late as well. He had a great game against our Falcons, which was able to really spring the Hammond Skyhawks to a win. He's now 7 for his last 18.
He did, especially defensively, he did a great job. Looked like a little bit like a golden glover back then.
Yes,
great.
Gold Glover is a good way to put that. He had a couple of great plays at third, including a backhand that robbed Charlie Scott of potentially even a triple. Well, Kastner fires. That one's hard hit to the shortstop. Walker Godwin jumps in, grabs it.
That's a great catch.
Good liner from Lamont, but it's right at the shortstop. That'll do it here in the first. Hammond gets a 2-out base runner, but he's left stranded at first. It's 1-0 going to the second.
Leading off for the Gators.
All right, welcome
number
back here to
3,
Falcon
Ashley
Field.
Powell.
Top of the second between River Bluff and Hammond. Still have Franz with me here on air as River Bluff comes up to bat, leading 1-0. Maloney comes home. First pitch called. Strike one low in the zone. Last time up, Maddox Free got caught trying to steal second by James Lay. That ended the first.
Number 3 especially, I think he did a very good job yesterday. Flora's batting order is still, especially in the top of the batting order, did a great job yesterday. Wasn't really number 3's fault too. Couple of errors.
Yes, Ashley Powell, the man at the dish. He is the brother of Thomas Powell, of course, former state champion River Bluff Gator, and he goes down swinging on strikes at a pitch in the dirt. Or nope, no string. Excuse me. I had it right on my score bug. I just don't have it right on the scoreboard, which is not my doing. So it's 0-2. Is he had a great catch also in right field that really kept the Gators in the game for as long as they were in. Falcons ended up winning by 5, but that saved that inning from going to a 9-run inning. The 0-2. Fastball is low. It's now 1-2.
Wasn't River Bluff the champion like 2 years ago?
Yes, they were the champions 2 years ago. That was a team with incredible D1 talent. Walker Mitchell, Thomas Powell, Bo Hollins, among others. The 1-2 is sliced foul. It'll stay 1-2. Bo Hollins, of course, the everyday starter at first base for the Gamecocks. Walker Mitchell, the everyday starter at third base for the Chanticleers of Coastal Carolina. Thomas Powell playing for North Greenville. Wyatt McPherson also behind the dish. Matty Garris, 2 other big pieces. The 1-2 curve skips in. It's now 2-2. So how long have you been in the States, Franz? How long have you been able to watch Definite Fiction?
I've been here in the States for like 2 weeks now.
Oh, only 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's my spring break right now. So moving back tomorrow.
Oh, darn. You enjoyed your time here?
I do. So nice here. South Carolina is so nice. People ask me why did I go to like Los Angeles or New York. To everybody listening, South Carolina is so gas. you don't know how good it is in here. I mean, Germany is still a very nice place to be in, but South Carolina is just different.
What part of Germany do you live in?
I live in like Frankfurt, northwestern Frankfurt.
I gotcha.
Yeah, not downtown. More
Two's
uptown.
spiked into the dirt. It'll be a 3-2 pitch to Powell here to lead off the inning.
This is a Game 7 type situation right now.
Pretty much. It's either win or go home. Both these
Yeah.
teams need a win to play tomorrow, and then they need some help in the next game.
It's also a Game 7 type of situation with 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Yup. Good guy. That's a great sports reference as the 3-2 stays upstairs. It's ball 4. I've never actually looked at it that way. Game 7 type situation. I like that a lot. 3-2. Huh? That's good. I'm using that now. Well, Trip Hutto, one of the hotter hitters.
I mean, you
coming
can
in.
also extend the Game 7 to like overtime when you go get a foul ball.
I like how we're thinking. Hutto,
Time for like soccer.
Hutto comes in 3 of 6 here in the Forest Acres Classic. Powell stands at first, lefty on lefty as Hutto immediately shows bunt. Maloney fires, the pitch low and inside, ball 1.
Should probably really need an out right here
Now, you don't want to let the Gators start.
with two men on deck, 2 men on base would be very bad situation for the Skyhawks.
You want to limit the Gators' offense here and get your offense up with as many chances. That's how it was with Flora. You got up late. You limited Flora early in that first inning, an inning that could have really gotten away from you. You limited your damage and then did your pieces all in the middle part of the innings, which eventually led you to the win.
It did.
Were you here that night cheering on?
Of course. I hope one could hear me from the bleachers. I was right on the left bleachers. Maybe you heard like some "Let's Go Skyhawks" or something.
I probably did. It's a long night, so I hear a lot of different things, and I'll be honest. As another pitch is bunted foul, it's now 1-1, but no, I've been up since 3 a.m. the last couple of days, so it's going to be, long nights ahead of me, and long nights that have been, long days here, and long nights after this is what we've been.
So you've been here from 11 a.m. to like.
I got here at 10 a.m. this morning, and I'll be
Whoa.
here till last game ends.
Well,
1-1 upstairs, ball 2. It's been the last 2 days as well. I get here around 10 a.m. and leave pretty much after 10 p.m. So
Guess you gotta love baseball.
I do love baseball. My favorite sport in the world. So at least definitely love to play. Of course, there's football. So
You know, whenever I came here, like I've only watched baseball ever since like 2023.
so
and
you're
I
one of the,
now got the MLB TV too.
Maloney trying to go to the second for 1. He
Double
does get the
play.
force out, not in time at first, but a great heads-up play from the freshman to get the lead runner at second. It's a good
This
baseball
is the
play.
one out I was talking about.
That was a big first out, especially on the bunt. You don't want a runner in scoring position, and Maloney was able to get the runner out at second. Now it's the second baseman, Zach Ortiz, batting seventh today. Righty on righty, one gone here. Or excuse me, the lefty on righty is Maloney, the southpaw, fires
Strike
home.
one.
Fouled straight back. How big's baseball over in Germany for you?
Not, I might be able to make the national team actually. I've never seen a baseball field in Germany actually.
Not anywhere in Germany?
No, I've never seen one. I heard about a couple of baseball fields, but there's like in total probably 20 baseball fields in whole Germany.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's not as big over there, I guess.
I mean, I've seen all the Yankee hats and the Dodgers hats. That's what everybody wears to drip out, you know. But nobody really watches baseball. So if you ask somebody on the open street, they probably do not even know the rules of baseball, or they only know it of like Wii Sports.
Wii Sports, that is one of the premier games of my childhood. I'd assume yours as well. I got a couple years on you, so I played that more.
Yeah.
I was like a 6-year-old. The 2-1. Fastball away, ball 3. I think Luke is shyly judging me about my age right now after he just kind of glanced back after I said I got a couple years on you. Just 23. No harm, no foul.
So you've been at Flora?
I did not go to Flora, swing and a miss, strike 2. I actually was in the upstate in Greenville for a while.
Okay.
Yeah, but then I came down here for college and started broadcasting here at AC Flora for about now around the 3-year mark. I started it around this time in 2023, so.
Okay. So you do remember the Skyhawks team from back in the day?
I would say back in the day, I saw us play.
The 2023?
Yeah, I saw y'all play us in that game. Of course, Falcons victorious.
Nice. With Grant Loggins?
Grant Loggins was an incredible player. He's actually a Skyhawks coach, right?
Assistant coach, yep.
Yeah.
He is.
Does he have a good changeup?
He did have a good changeup. It was insane.
Better curve.
Better curve?
His curve was incredible. The 3-2. That is low, ball 4. Close pitch to take, but it goes in the favor of the Gators. I'll put runners at first and second with 1 out for Mac Rains.
It's a tough one right now, especially for a young pitcher like Maloney.
Yeah, he's got the labor here through this second inning.
Very hot out.
Now batting, number 6, Matt.
It's not even it's just hot, it's just there's just dry heat, so there's no cloud cover. It's only 70 degrees, but you can definitely feel the heat, right, Luke?
As my Reese's is melting.
I hope everyone heard that. Lefty comes home, that one smacked down the right field line, it will go foul. Well, it's Rains here at the bottom of the order. Mac Rains, one of his last 5, has yet to have an RBI in those 5 games, so he's looking to produce here in the bottom of the order for the Gators, get them more of a lead. Of course, Franz and the rest of the Hammond Skyhawks hoping Maloney can get it out here.
As I'm looking right here, I think the River Bluff might have a little edge of us. They have a couple more fans sitting in the bleachers than the Skyhawks.
It's a midday game, it's hard for people to get off work. The 0-1 is spiked, and that will hit Rains in the back. Pitch that just got away from Maloney, now will load the bases with 1 out.
Very tough situation right now.
Yeah, the freshman's gonna have to bring his best here in the bottom of the order. It's Andrew Rye. And of course, the lineup turns over for Banks Alexander, who's gonna wait on deck. Vanilla's a good nickname. I actually haven't heard that one. We pick up on what people say. All right, bases juiced, 1 gone. Righty on lefty as the southpaw comes set. He'll deliver the first pitch.
Foul ball, strike 1.
Nice job from Rye to fight that one off. Looked like a good pitch from Maloney, honestly.
Hey, drive it up the middle. Let's go. Drive it up the middle.
Get on it, buddy. You got it.
The 0-1 from Maloney. Fastball low, ball 1. 1-1 count, 1 out here in the top of the second. 1-0 lead for River Bluff, who have the bases juiced and looking for some damage.
What are you trying to do in this type of situation? You bunt or you just
I think you swing away here, especially, maybe you try to suicide squeeze, but
little sack fly?
you mean you'd love a sac fly. You'd love any runs. The 1-1's wide,
Just
ball
hope to get
2.
it infield, right?
Yeah, you want at least to put a runner on here in any situation. You know, usually you want at least 2 in a bases loaded situation, but he will take a sac fly here with 1 out. The 2-1. Off speed stays away. It's ball 3. There's nowhere to put him. 3-1 count with only 1 out. Ryu is hitting 360 so far this season at the bottom of the order. Looking for what would be his 3rd RBI, maybe 4th. The 3-1. Fastball wide, a 5-pitch walk.
2-0.
Yeah, I'll bring home a Gator runner. Doesn't get any easier. One of the top freshmen in the state banks Alexander up. Bases juiced 1 out, and he already has a grand slam this year. We'll be right back. Music means we go away, Franz. All right, bases juiced, 1 out for one of the most talented freshmen in the state, Banks Alexander. Luke, if you remember, he had the situation yesterday where he grounded out for the shortstop.
Was that off of Harrington?
Yes, it was. Right before you came out, I believe. The right-hander watches the ball spiked. He gets
going.
away from
Close
Lay.
play.
Oh, he goes back. And a ball skied into left field. That will bring home 2 Gator runs. A terrible error on Lay. They had the Gators dead to rights between home and third and second and third.
Actually had him right there.
Had 2 of them. And now it'll bring home 2 more Gator runs, 4-0 lead for River Bluff. Well, Luke, you had what you wanted right there, right? You know, you got a runner caught between the base paths, and then you make a throw that's high and away.
Yeah, that's one of those ones where you really gotta take a breath almost and make sure you know the intent on where I'm throwing this is going to be right in the money to my third baseman where we get it out. Because if not, you know, look like that, you know, the trade-off is either the other team scores 2 runs or you get a free out.
Correct, and that came across in the 2-run category. So now River Bluff has that lead, and I think Coach Bonnet's wanted to try to talk to the umpire, see if that went out of play, maybe potentially giving Rye third. So both of those runs will not be earned on Maloney after the whole error debacle. However, there still is only 1 out for one of the most talented freshmen who will not be able to pick up his 2nd grand slam anymore. I'm not sure he's complaining, though. And did you know that going into the at-bat against Spark, he had a grand slam already this year?
I did not, but power on power, I have Harrington all day. You know, especially the way he was pitching last night, I'd take him against anybody.
Do you know why they call him Sparky?
No, I do not. Fastball in? Wow.
Missed a little inside.
Wow.
Close call. It's now 2-0. Well, it's the top of the order up here against the Skyhawks. Maloney trying to fight through the 2nd after giving up 3 runs. Well, kind of, not really. The 1-0. Looks like a change up low. It's ball 3. Excuse me, 3-0 now. I think they missed a spike pitch. What would you throw here if you're Maloney, Luke?
I've got change up.
The 3-0. He does go change up. It's called strike 1, low in the zone, right on cue. Luke Schalke proving his worth.
2-0. He's trying to take his biggest hack. If I can throw a little soft change up in there and he grounds it into the dirt to my infielders, I'm pretty dang happy.
3-1's inside. Ball 4 gets away from Lay. Breaking for third is Ra. He'll have no throw. Is Lay behind the dish.
Bring him on around, Walker. Bring him on around.
Well, trouble still brewing here in the top of the 2nd. Runners at the corners, only 1 out now for the heart of the order. It's Walker Godwin.
Alex, you've seen a few games here.
Just a few.
What do you think is what do you think the most dominant pitching performance you've seen here at Falcon Field would be?
That's a good one. Luke's had some good innings, but dominant. I would say you've had a lot of good relief innings. I would say the more dominant performances of the starters. I would say Sam's no-hitter against South Point earlier this year has to be up there at the top.
That was pretty impressive. I agree.
Also, I don't know if you remember the Grant Loggins days where he'd go just 9 up, 9 down.
Oh yeah.
So those were probably the two that come to mind in the top of the head. Grant would dial in 2 years ago when I first came on the stream. Well, Godwin grounds one to the third baseman. Croft, he'll try to come home. Lay gets the ball. The tag at the plate is in time. They gun down Rye trying to go home and get their second out of the inning at home.
Big play by the Skyhawks.
That's one where it was a great play from Puddin. He just had to come home with it, try to cut down a runner. He does so successfully.
This type of ball game, if you want to stay in it, you got to mitigate the damage.
That's a good way to look at it. And Tyre's a good throw, especially after it's been thrown around already this inning. However, you're not out of the woods quite yet. Dom Norton comes in. Lefty on lefty action, 2 away, runners at first and second. Maloney spikes the first pitch. Lay is able to bat it down from behind the plate.
Dom, one of the only guys to get back the ball yesterday against Harrington. I remember he hit to the right side of the infield.
Yeah. And then Charlie got a sliding catch in the center to make sure he didn't get any farther than the first. The 1-0 is low for ball 2.
Good ball, Maloney.
And actually moving forward with that, Luke, you guys you have such a good field behind you. How does that make you feel as a pitcher when you get to go up to the mound?
It feels amazing. I mean, knowing that you can really, no matter what your stuff is, if you pitch it to where your catcher's set up.
Oh, nice read from North. He goes to third, and he gets in safely. Oh, did he come off the bag? No, he did not. Nice stick.
Just really, if you hit your spots, you know that the guys are gonna be able to capitalize on that weak contact. Is basically what I think of.
And I feel like I've said this on stream. Y'all have a very underrated fielding team this year.
Yeah, especially just in general, our whole team has really improved from last year.
Make it count, buddy. Make it count.
I know y'all have very high aspirations moving along as the season goes toward the back half, of course. Oh, they're going to call a balk. Another one on Maloney. Same thing apply. He just didn't come set.
Yeah. Just getting a little young guy, just getting a little too overwhelmed. Probably just not focused on the little things. Little things is what wins ball games.
So it is a 3-0 count. The 5th run of the game will come in for Bluff. They lead at 5-0. Trying to push themselves into a game tomorrow. They would then become Airport fans tonight. The 3-0. That one missed low, ball 4. It's a 4-pitch walk to Dom Norton as the 9th batter in the inning. Maddox Free will come up.
Move your buddies, Maddox. Move them.
Man, the myth, the legend. Charlie Scott has entered the ball field.
We're going to pass his headset around this game. Is that what the River Bluff and Hammond fans get to meet?
I don't know. Could the UNC shirt be
deterrent?
Pointing us towards something? I don't know. I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
Oh, boy. Oh, gosh.
Ball.
Yeah, missed wide here. It's Maddox Free, the 9th batter in the inning up here for the Gators. Action over there in the Skyhawk bullpen. Trying to keep the Gator threat at bay. The 1-0.
Ooh.
Change up missed wide, ball 2.
If I'm Maloney here, I need to, milk this out. Take a minute, breathe, call time, call my catcher over here before things get.
We'll deliver the 2-0, and that's why it goes way wide to the backstop. Allows both runners to advance 90 feet closer, and River Bluff can really pour it on here in this inning if Maddox Free can knock one into the outfield.
This is what I like to call like a swing inning. This is going to swing all of the momentum that's already in the Gators' hands to a point where the Skyhawks probably won't be able to come back.
And try to bury him here early. The 3-0 from Maloney. He'll come home. Free takes strike 1 on the outside edge. How hard is that to make a pitch, Luke, when you're behind 3-0 and then you got a great hitter at the plate, so you don't want to give him a pitch to hit, but you also need a strike?
Yeah, it's definitely difficult. You get in your head like, no way this kid swings, and then he swings, and then there's other instances where you're ultra focused and you have accidentally walk him because you're so focused on a 3-0 pitch. to a guy that's not even going to take the bat off his shoulder.
That's a good way to look at it. It was a swing and a foul ball from Free, so now it's a full count. First base open with 2 gone. Top of the second, 5-0 lead for the Gators over the Skyhawks. Maloney trying to get through this pitch. He throws a fastball low and away. Free works the walk. That will juice him up here for Ashley Powell.
Make it count, my buddy. Just move your ball. Just move them.
Well, Powell will be the 10th batter of the inning. He started this off with a walk.
3, Ashley Powell.
He has a chance to really put the Gators in firm control of this one. Righty on lefty, the southpaw on the bump.
Move them, Ashley. Move them.
First pitch hard hit right to the third baseman, Croft. Jack Croft saves yet another run for the Skyhawks. A hard hit ball that would have scored a pair is gloved by Croft, and that'll end the inning, but the Gators grab 5.
You know, very impressive play. Very impressive play.
Such a hot shot ball. They grab 4 in the inning, 5-0 lead. We return to the bottom of the second.
Yep.
Welcome back here to the Forest Acres Classic. It's the bottom of the second inning. River Bluff and Hammond doing battle here as River Bluff had a 4-run top half. Now Hammond trying to respond. Back with Franz here as the German exchange student to try to cheer on his Skyhawks. First pitch is chopped foul by Worth Lundy to the left side. It'll be 0-1.
Really need a run right here.
Run
right here would keep us in the game, probably.
Yeah, you know, you guys need to stay in this game. You can't let River Bluff continue to go unchecked.
That's what the Gators did yesterday, right? It was a 6-0 for Flora, and then they came back with 3 runs.
That's exactly what they did. They had a great 6th inning to try to get themselves back in. The 1-1, that's rolled to the right side. Then first baseman Norton has it. Someone's got to cover first. The race to the bag is won by Norton for out number 1. It's a good play from Morton. He had to cut. The shift was on. The whole infield shifted to the left. So Norton fielded the ground ball easily and stepped on first. There's now 1 away.
Got James Slay up next. He's been hitting pretty well last couple of weeks. Had a home run against Cara Newman on Friday.
Yep, 5 for his last 12, a homer and 2 RBIs in his last 4 games. He was 3 for 3 against AC Flora on Monday. The right-handed catcher pops the first pitch into the air onto the right side of the infield. Norton, the first baseman, will call everyone off on the infield grass, and there's 2 away.
That's what I'm talking about when I say we gotta be more chill. There was again first pitch.
Up next, number 20,
Just try to hit it.
Great.
Was a good pitch though. Usually looking at the fastball up in the zone, that's where you can get the batters to swing.
That's exactly what Kastner did. So far, he's been brilliant. Only 1 hit allowed through now the first 6 batters. However, it doesn't get any easier to Will Freight. Coming up now, righty on lefty as the southpaw fires. First pitch fastball called, strike 1 on the inside part of the plate. Well, they took the first pitch. Now Freight watches the second one go by on the outside edge for a strike. It's 0-2. So big
Could
at
be a
bat.
very, very quick. This is like a 1-2-3 inning for the Gators.
Not quite yet. The
Could
0-2
be,
miss.
could be.
It very much could be. But you want to turn the lineup over to the bottom half, get your hitters up here at the end of the order. It's Waite on deck and Springs in the hole. The 1-2. Off speed stays away. Ball 2.
Right, left.
That pitch
That
is
is-
lined to the left field for a base knock. Right on cue, right, Franz?
Nice one, nice one.
Oh, it
He
gets
goes
away
for
from
se-
Reigns
goes
and
for second,
left.
goes for second, and he got it.
Got away
Nice
from
double.
Reigns and left. There you
Did
go.
not expect that, to be honest. Very good hit. I was already seeing the Skyhawks move back to the dugout.
Gotta have some more faith in your team, man. It's never over till it's over.
It wasn't looking too good.
Well, I'm not even sure what happened, actually. Hold up. The inning ended. He may have tagged him at second, or he may have missed first. I'm not sure. Either way, inning over. We'll be right back here on Definite Fiction.
Nice.
Welcome back here to Falcon Field. A 5-0 lead for River Bluff here as we begin the top of the third inning. Hammond will bring in Campbell Conley after a one-inning performance yesterday against the Eagles. He comes back to the hill. I still got Franz with me. Franz, what are we looking to expect from Conley?
Conley had a pretty nice inning actually yesterday. I think two guys on base, but escaped that one in the sixth yesterday against Airport.
Yeah, Conley had one earned run of one hit and one walk. So exactly what Franz said. That ball's lifted into left field. Waite's got a read. He'll go back toward the wall and make the one-handed
Nice
grab.
catch.
There's one away.
Good hit from number 2 actually.
Yeah, Hodo put a good swing on that one. Tried to push it the other way. Just found the glove of Waite.
I was actually surprised yesterday when Bremer hit that one over the middle fence.
Yeah, he crushed that one, right?
Yeah.
Zach Ortiz.
Now it's the second baseman, Zach Ortiz. He walked his first go-around back in the second. He's up now for the second time here in the third. The right-handed Conley comes on. The first pitch called. Strike one. Breaking ball at the top of the zone. Leo 1. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. So how long is that, or strike 1? Yep, strike 2. Excuse me, I'm right. How long is that flight back to Germany tomorrow?
It's like 8.5 hours. Always depends on the.
Only 8.5?
It always depends on how. I mean, Frankfurt is a very big airport, so they usually get the nice planes from Charlotte to Frankfurt.
I gotcha. Probably a direct flight. I mean, well,
It is.
direct flight, yeah.
Yeah, overnight.
Oh, you get the red eye?
Sorry?
The red eye? You know what the red eye? You know what a red eye flight is?
Nope.
You go overnight and then you get there the next morning.
Get what in the morning?
So it's called a red eye because you wake up really early. So you the plane leaves at like 10 p.m. or something, and then you get to like your destination at like the morning.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing early tomorrow.
The red eye. 20 and 2. That may be an American term more than any other term. You see, I'm jaded, I guess, in that sense. I'm not really sure what's American and what's not.
1-2 counts.
Conley trying to get Ortiz. The curveball. I think Ortiz was going to hit him. He started walking down to first. It'll be 2-2 the count. A young sophomore making his 5th appearance on the mound. Gave up 3 earned runs over 5 2/3 innings. 2's on the way. Breaking ball low. Ortiz works the count full. Skyhawks playing their infield back here against the bottom of the order for the Gators. As the payoff from Conley. Skips in, it's ball 4.
I thought he got that one. 0-2 count. Had a 0-2 count, and then
Ortiz able to work the walk after falling behind 0-2, as you said. Just kind of lost him towards the end.
Go, Mac.
Now it's Mac Raines back up again. Mac was hit his first go around.
Come on, Mac.
First pitch to the righty. This is wide, ball 1. Well, what are you looking for the Skyhawks here, Franz? How do we get out of the inning?
I mean, I always want to see a strikeout. Strikeout with like a nice curveball or something, and this is exactly not what he would get.
No, it's
this
left to
is
the left
gone.
field and on.
Number 6.
Mac Raines with a homer. For Bluff. 2-run blast, go up 7-0.
I was just talking about the strikeout, and now he got the home run.
His first home run, the junior. 3rd RBI this season.
Hit, very nice hit.
Home run, number 6, Mac Raines.
Well, no strikeout there, but a 2-run homer to give the Gators now a 7-0 lead.
Number 5, Andrew Rye.
2 hits, 7 runs.
That's how you draw it up, right?
Yeah.
Righty on righty, Andrew Rye comes in, and he grounds one over to the left side. The shortstop, Kirkpatrick, has it, throws it across the diamond. Nice stretch from Lamont. He holds the bag for out number 2.
I think that's actually very impressive. When I usually watch the MLB and those first basemen, they can stretch. They look pretty big, but they can still stretch so much.
Yeah, you gotta wait. You gotta see one do the splits. Those are pretty funny.
Up next for the Gators.
Back to the top of the order we go. It's Banks Alexander up for the 3rd time. We're Bluff well on their way to try to play tomorrow, and we'll see if Alexander can make a splash here in this game. He's 0 for 1, reaching on an error, and he's also walked. He awaits, and he skies one to the left side of the infield.
Ben's Kirkpatrick.
Yeah, he's the shortstop. Will make the one-handed grab, and that'll do it. However, not before a 2-run blast over the left field wall for Mac Raines gives the Gators a 7-0 lead. We'll be back here in a moment. Well, I'm going to come back here and talk about our sponsors real quick. Our 2 sponsors have been sponsoring us here on Definite Fiction, the whole Forest Acres Classic. We have first the Richland 215 Legion Post. They're a local Legion team that operates right here in the Midlands in the summer. You go sign up today, hit that QR code on your screen. You're Bluff here in Lexington. Hammond, you're with us. Sign up today and go learn about why you should be a Legion, and go listen to, of course, the Skyhawks got a deep dive with Coach Chris Dorsey, the skipper of the 215, back on Monday when he talked to me for a couple innings about why you should run and go join Legion. He will make you run through a brick wall. So hit that QR code today. And then our second sponsor, we're talking about the Big Red Box Dumpster Company. They're a dumpster company that works here in the Midlands of South Carolina. You can call 803-783-6834 to learn how to book your dumpster today. And go to www.bigredboxdumpstercompany.com. What they'll do is they'll bring you a dumpster. You fill it up, they'll take it away. It's simple, it's easy. And you should go there. Go to the website, call the number on the screen. I mean, simple and easy. I'll be right back here. Bottom of the 3rd, due up here for Hammond. They're trying to fight back in this one. All right, welcome back here to the 20th anniversary of the Forest Acres Classic. We're in the bottom of the third with Hammond and River Bluff. The Gators have jumped out to a 7-0 lead over the Skyhawks as they're look to fight back. It's 8-9-1 as Jackson Waite leads off. First pitch from Kastner is low for ball one. Well, we do have official word that after the single, Will Freight forgot to touch first, meaning he was called out as second. That one's rolled over to the right side. Dom Norton again. The first baseman flips it to first. Kastner, not in time.
Safe.
Nice job from Waite, a hustle single in the infield.
Pretty fast, number 27, Jackson Waite.
Yeah, nice hustle single there as well. You know, earlier we saw Norton and Kastner complete the foot race to beat out Lundy. This time it's won by Waite. Skyhawks have a runner on and nobody gone. Now for Preston Springs, who's been scorching hot. Right, Franz?
He's been scorching hot recently, yeah. 4 RBIs against Flora.
He was 2 for 3 yesterday. First pitch to the lefty is called, strike one.
Also last year, I wasn't here last year, but last year I heard he was betting like 400, 450 at some point.
Potentially true. I have it right on my paper. I just got to flip to it. The 1-0 on the way is swung on and missed.
That was a very nice pitch.
I think it's actually
very
a
nice moving pitch.
Well, yeah, it's 0-2 the count. I was right on my score, but I got to trust myself more.
Scoreboard says 1-1.
Yeah, they missed it. That was the first pitch of the strike. It happens. The 0-2. That one's driven out to right field, but it's going to be playable for Powell, who comes in. Dies in the wind, and he'll grab it in shallow right. There's 2 away. Or there's 1 away, excuse me. I don't know why I said 2 away. Ha ha ha. This is what happens when you've been here for now 28 hours, 29, 30, somewhere out there.
Called Cole Babick up.
Yeah, he's been very, very good, right, Franz?
How about the order?
Yeah, but Springs hit 510 last year.
510?
Yeah.
That sounds nice.
It's very good. He's hitting over 50% of the pitches he sees, feels like. First pitch is away, ball one. Well, Babick, top of the order we go. He grounded out to lead off the game for the Skyhawks. He now comes up trying to cut into this 7-0 River Bluff lead. The 1-0 skips in.
Dirts.
Hey, come get it. Come get it, Ray.
The Southpaw fires a 2-0. That one's golfed down the left field line, but it just goes foul. Babick got ahead of the off speed, just missed it. It's 2-1. Well, let's look at Kastner, the junior male, making his 7th start. He's 4-1 of the season with a 3.54 ERA, 29 2/3 innings pitched.
3.54 also. Very nice ERA.
Yeah, good ERA for Kastner. The junior now having his 9th appearance on the hill this season for the Gators. The 2-1 is called, strike 2 on the outside edge.
Very important pitch right here.
Correct. This pitch could control a lot of how this game goes. The 2-2's high, and Babick watches it. Well, now this pitch may become even more important.
It does.
3-2, 1 gone, runner at first. We're in the bottom of the 3rd inning. River Bluff leads 7-0, but Hammond trying to fight back here. The payoff from Kastner. That one slowly rolled
left.
Godwin.
Bounces a lot.
He cannot get out of his glove. It's an infield single for Babick.
Jackson Waite moves up 1, and now we got 1 out.
Go get him now.
2 on base, and Ben Kirkpatrick up next.
Ben Kirkpatrick.
So Ben Kirkpatrick up with 2 on and 1 out. Kirkpatrick grounded out to the shortstop his first go around.
Pitch around this now. You pitch out of it. Come on.
Kastner trying to get through the 3rd here as he's trying to help his team move towards a game tomorrow, potentially a championship game against the Mavericks. The Southpaw fires is a swing and a miss for Brewer Lamont, 0-1.
Out of it, buddy. You can pitch out of it. You got it. One at a time.
Kirkpatrick hitting .310 with runners in scoring position this season. He's got a man on second. The 0-1. Called, strike 2.
Strike.
Nice pitch on the outside edge. Did you hit that, Franz?
Oh, of course not. I can only hit off the tee, actually.
You probably hit well off the tee, though, right?
I mean, I used to play tennis a little bit. That's why I kind of got a swing with my right hand, but the left hand's like, oh.
I got you. He drives
nice
out to
one,
left
nice
field.
one.
Coming out
Red
and made the
Scots.
play is Mac Rains. A throw back to second for the double. Not in time. Almost doubled him off a second. Wait, able to slide back in
Sounded
safely.
good off the bat.
That's what the worst one is, you know, when it sounds good
Yeah.
off the bat and then finds a glove. Now there's 2 away for Puddin' Jack Croft. Croft, one of the, well, not one of, he is the top RBI getter on this team, has 21 coming into today.
Get him now, Ray.
He's easily their best hitter with runners in scoring position, hitting .455.
455 in total, or only with runners?
With
in
runners in
position?
scoring position, so when a
All right.
runner's on second or third, well, why I say he's easily best, he has 15 hits with these in, with that in. Technically, Colt is a better
Wide rights.
average, but Jack Croft, 15 hits, is easily the most. The team doubles up the next person. Well, Croft, he singled back in the first, looking for his second hit of the day. 1-0 the count. The southpaw of deals. The fastball
Also
stays
low.
wide. Ball 1.
Get him, Ray.
Low and wide.
Yeah, this is a big inning for Hammond. They need some runs, right?
This is a very big inning. If we can get like a double of this,
Hammond could be right back in it. To 2-0. High and away, ball 3.
All right, come get him, buddy.
It's now 3-0 the count. 2 gone. Runners at first and second for Hammond here in the bottom of the third. The 3-0 from Kastner.
just lets it go.
Yeah, fast.
Try to walk this one.
Yeah, classic fastball right down Broadway. It's now 3-1. On deck, it doesn't get any easier. It's Brewer Lamont waiting. No cloud protections. The sun's fully coming down here at Forest Acres. The 3-1. High inside. Croft works the walk. It'll load him up for Lamont.
Is loaded.
This is your
Bruno
chance.
Marty up next.
Yeah. However, this before we get there, going to be a pitching talk here for Kastner. We'll be right back, Franz. All right, welcome back here. Bases loaded, 2 gone, bottom 3. Big time AB for Brewer Lamont, the cleanup hitter of the Skyhawks. Looks like a catching time called from the home plate umpire. Now we're getting ready to go. Righty on lefty Kastner trying to work through here in the second.
Come get him, Ray. Pitch out of this, buddy. You can do it. Pitch out of it.
The southpaw, yeah, way wide, a fastball.
Good job by 23 catching that one.
Banks Alexander, one of the best catchers in the state. He plays left field, but he's a natural catcher here.
Already one of the best in the state.
He's had a great year.
And he's a freshman.
The 1-0. That ball's hard, grounded up the middle, but however it's going to be at the
This
shortstop,
could be,
Godwin.
yeah.
The second, oh no, we've dropped the
Safe.
ball! Ortiz couldn't hold
First
on.
run for the Skyhawks, right there. Of an error by the Gators.
Yes. Good call from Franz. An error. It's going to go against the second baseman. It would have been out 3. They had him played perfectly, but however, Ortiz, the second baseman, who's playing up the middle, couldn't hold the bag. Skyhawks trying to add to it. 7-1 game, still bases juiced now for Worth Lundy. Kastner kicks and deals. The first pitch is a fastball called. Strike 1 on the outside part of the plate.
Get him now, buddy.
Lundy grounded out to the first baseman's first go-around as the right side of the infield is wide open. Skyhawks trying to fight their way back into this one. The 0-1. Off speed away. Ball one. Lexington is down the first baseline looking at their future opponents in the Gators. They have a matchup for the region next week. They're also ready and waiting to play the Miller School. We're warming up on our lacrosse field.
Also wide left.
2-1 the count now.
Wethlani has been hitting pretty well last couple of games.
He has a double and an RBI in his last 5.
Nice. That's okay. That's okay.
That's good. The 2-1. He pops that one back, and it's now 2-2.
All right, Ray, come on, let's get out of that. Pitch out of that.
Scouts got Ben Lippe next week. Also, probably the most important matchup for them.
Rivalry matchup?
It is. First of all, rivalry, and second of all, first against second in Skiza. Scouts trying to take the lead against them.
2-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Nice strikeout.
Yeah, Castro threw a low heater by Lundy to leave him loaded. However, the Skyhawks do get one. It's 7-1 going to the 4th when we come back. Welcome back here to the Midlands in South Carolina. 7-1 lead for the River Bluff Gators over the Hammond Skyhawks here in game number 2 of day 3 in the Forest Acres Classic. Got Franz here with me as Campbell Conley returns to the hill for the Skyhawks, trying to keep this 7-1 game at bay.
Got number 1, the shortstop up here.
Walker Godwin will chop that one to the left side foul. It's 1-0-1. Godwin reached base off a fielder's choice in the second. He's also struck out looking so far this afternoon. The 0-1. Off speed, stays inside. Ball 1. The 1-1. That ball grounded up the middle. Kirkpatrick has it on the hop and eats him up.
Again.
Yeesh. Tough bounce there. Godwin will reach off of an error, this time off of the shortstop, Kirkpatrick.
This is what's killing the Skyhawks right now. 3 errors already. One was a very crucial one.
Yeah, that one.
Maloney threw that one nearly to a left outfield.
Yeah, that's the one that you star and come back to in case it comes back to haunt you.
Yeah.
Well, Dom Norton up, the left-handed first baseman. First pitch from Conley, misses wide, ball 1. Swinging out of his shoes in the on-deck circle is Maddox free. The 1-0 is called, strike 1. Nice pitch in the inside part of the plate. I gotta give Maddox a little bit of grief. He did come up and talk to me before this game, so shout out to Maddox for, well, I guess, watching us back. You know, it's a lot of fun doing these streams, and definitely some days and some long days. Pickoff back at first. Walker gets back in safely.
All right, now.
This River Bluff team much loves this field almost as much as we do. 5-time Forest Acres Classic champions, competing in their 9th straight.
Who would you say is the favorite this year?
We'll have to see. The hit and run's on and it's lined foul. There's a couple teams that could do it. Miller is a very stacked lineup. However, that Lexington team may have something to say about that. Of course, on our side, AC Flora is going to try to take the nightcap against Airport.
Oh, of course.
However, Airport's a very game team, and
Most teams still have a chance.
every team still has a chance to make the play. Every
No,
team's still
except
playing.
Carr and
Well,
Newman.
yeah, every team playing has left to play today. So both these teams, Lexington, Miller, AC Flora, Airport, all have chances to make the championship game tomorrow. Very much still up for grabs. The 1-2. That ball is lined in the right center field, and that will be gapped for
Looking
extra
for a double
bases.
right here.
Oh, maybe not. Nicely played with Springs. So it's actually kept at a one-bagger. Springs was playing so far deep that the ball that should have rolled to the wall.
Up next, number
It's just a
4,
single.
Max Free.
That is the only other problem about being so low to the ground. I really can't see how deep the outfielders are playing, and it seems like Springs is playing very deep.
Again, 0 outs for the Skyhawks.
Yeah, they're have to work through the heart of the order. It's Maddox free up. Maddox has a walk and an RBI.
Keep us rolling.
Oh. Righty on, righty, 2 on, nobody gone. Infield shaded to the left for free. The first pitch, called, strike 1, off speed, paints
Ducked
the
in a
inside
bit.
part of the plate.
Go for it.
What high school did you play?
I played baseball at a small little charter school called Brazier. It's in Simpsonville, South Carolina. It's free, smacks that one to center
Cole
field.
Babick.
It's good
It's
for
the
out in
first
the
out for the Skyhawks.
Yeah, it's up near Greenville, South Carolina, if you know where that is.
Yeah, I do.
You ever been up there?
Yes, I did. I used to come here pretty often. My mom did like a gap year here up in Greenville
Up
for like
next
a
for the
bank.
Gators, number
And
3,
then
Ashley
she took us
Powell.
to, always we traveled between Greenville and Folly Beach.
Oh, awesome.
So we usually went. Folly Beach is so gas.
Folly Beach is awesome. I've actually never really been there too many times. We went to Edisto Island for those who know where that is.
So that's where we won first week.
Edisto-
Also very pretty.
very pretty. That one's lined through the left side of the infield. That's a base
Yeah,
knock.
this could be the next run.
Oh, it gets by the left fielder. Wait.
And this is the second run.
Yeah, it's just
No,
one run. It's going to be
one
a
run
single
for
with an
the-
error for
for the
Ashley
left
Powell.
fielders. Another error for the Skyhawks.
Another error indeed. That is their 4th. That will allow Godwin to come home and score. It's now an 8-1 lead, River Bluff.
All right, Trip. Good Tripper. Make it count, buddy.
Oh, Hutto. He reached back in the second. And he's also flown out. Got Coach Dorsey, the little skipper of the 215, right behind me, getting probably some grub at the best canteen, best hot dog at Forest Acres you could buy. First pitch to Hutto, high and away, ball 1.
Got 2 runners in score position right now.
Yeah, you need to try to
First
find
baseman
your
trying
way
to
out of the
score.
try to find your way out of the jam here.
And still only 1 out.
It's not easy.
When does the mercy rule set?
It's 10 runs through 5 innings. The 1-0 is high. It's ball 2. The 1-1. That ball is hit
This is
high and deep out to
hammered.
right. Springs
To right
rolling back toward the
field.
track. He has
He
room
has it.
and makes the grab.
And this is going to be a sac fly for the Gators.
A long deep out number 2. That'll
2
get an
outs,
RBI
2
in.
runs scored already. And number 9, next at
Now
pass.
batting number 9, Zach Ortiz.
It's now a 9-1 to
Ortiz.
lead. Zach Ortiz digs in for the 3rd time. He's walked twice.
Get that man from third in.
Righty on, righty, 2 away. First pitch from Conley is low and away, ball 1. Of course, don't go anywhere. A heavyweight fight between Lexington and Miller after this one. The one Andel. That one's chopped to the third base side.
left.
Croft has it in fair territory. Double clutches, throws across the diamond, and gets it for out number 3. River Bluff puts 2 more across. They lead at 9-1 here at the Forest Acres Classic. We'll be right back on Definite Fiction. Got to give a shout out to Mr. and Mrs. Corley for giving me some sunscreen. My knees were getting pretty crimson, but thankfully we're all good. And on cue, Mr. Hernandez coming behind us as well, trying to catch some shade. It's getting pretty hot here in the Midlands as we're set to begin the bottom of the 4th. Fran's still here watching his Skyhawks.
At this point still, I want to do a little shout out to Hostages, South Carolina, to my friends Hampton, Red, and Reese Bluestein. Have their own sausage brand, producing in spring and summer, homemade sausages, very nice flavors, 2 each week. And this is hammered to left center field, could be an out.
It is
out
an
for the
out.
Skyhawks.
Just a high hit pop out for lay. It looked like it had some legs on
Yeah,
it.
it always looks like it's going over the fence, but it never does.
That's a good way to look at it. Yeah, not sponsored. Could be, though. If you're listening, Hostages, you can definitely become a sponsor of Definite Fiction.
Yes.
Well, it's now Will Freight up now, the second in the inning. He technically was supposed to have a single back in the second, but he forgot to touch first on his way to second off of an error, so he now digs in 0 for 1 and swings and misses through a strike. It's 0-1.
Get him now. Stay ahead.
The 0-1. Called strike 2, curveball.
0-2 count.
Get him now.
0-2 count, 1 gone.
Get him.
And this is the strikeout swinging for Will Freight. 3 very nice pitches by number 11.
Yeah, Kastner was in his bag right there, as you may say. Curveball in the dirt. There's 2 away.
Now batting number 27, Jackson Wade.
A lot of movement on his pitches. That's
Yep.
what you're looking for.
A lot of movement and a lot of wicked movement, which fools hitters toward the end. All right, Jackson Waite due up here for the Skyhawks. He has the only run scored so far this afternoon for Hammond.
I wish we had somebody on base now.
That would be ideal, yes. Well, again, after this one, it's Lexington and Miller. Their first pitch is going to be at 5 p.m. in about an hour and a half. The 1-0 pitch is inside. It's ball 2. The 2-0. Called strike 1. Outside edge.
Get him now, Ray. Get even now, buddy. Get even. Let's come get it.
The 2-1 is rolled over to the right
left.
side. Ortiz has it, flips it to first, side retired, 3 up, 3 down. Oh, good inning for River Bluff. They lead at 9-1. Going to the 5th, and we come back. All right, welcome back here to Falcon Field. A 9-1 lead for River Bluff in game number 10 of the Forest Acres Classic. Game 10 of 14, excuse me, 10 of 12 today. River Bluff will come up here with 8-9-1, leading it off the man who homered Mac Raines last time around. First pitch is spiked, ball 1.
Leading off the Gators.
How nice would it be if we had the walk-up songs
I know.
out of every player?
Unfortunately, it's just a lot of songs to get and a lot of work for our PA, who already does a phenomenal job. Shout out to Jim Stevens.
They do. When I was sitting here against the Ace Flora, wow. They played
Chopper,
some nice songs.
chopper to the left, Croft got it.
Putting
Across the
the
bag.
first one out.
So Raines homers his last pitch, grounds out to put in his next time, as I said about Charlie Scott, the duality of baseball at its finest. Well, Hammond again, trailing by 8, I will say, of course, for continuity. It is 10 runs through 5 innings is the run rule, so meaning River Bluff needs 2 runs and a hold. It's righty on righty for Jeremiah North. He will be replacing Andrew Rye, pitch hitting. They're going to call Jerbo is the 1-4 on the season. He had 2 stolen bags though yesterday in the loss against Flora. The 0-1 is golfed foul.
All right, Jerry, hang in there, buddy. Make it count, buddy. Make it count. Let's get on. What's going on? How you, buddy? How you doing? See you. Good to see you. Yes, sir. What up, man? How you doing? Good night. Yes, sir. What's up? How are you? Good.
The 0-1 called strike 2. Nice, beautiful
Strike
curveball.
2, 0-2.
That was probably his best curveball of the day, Franz. Wouldn't you agree?
I would agree. I mean, we've seen a couple of nice curveballs by River Bluff's pitcher. Haven't seen too many nice balls actually by the Skyhawks today.
Slowly roll ground to the shortstop. Kirkpatrick has it. Throws it to first. There's 2 away.
Ground out.
All right, man. Get on, buddy. Get on.
It doesn't get any easier. It's Banks Alexander now back up for the Gators against the Skyhawks for the 4th time. He's reached base twice, one off an error, one's off a walk. He's also popped out to Kirkpatrick at short. Ready on ready, first pitch. Called, strike 1. Breaking ball hits the outside part of the plate.
Go Banks. Let's start it.
The 0-1.
Campbell Conley with the first ball.
Yeah, 1-1. He's starting to use that breaking ball more and more now, right?
Yes. Probably saw that it worked every now and then, the last 2 at-bats.
That 1-1
And this
is
one
driven
is-
into deep left field.
Wow.
Wait, going back. He has room near the track and will make
it's
the
called.
play in deep left center field. Alexander was searching for his second home where he comes up just short. Skyhawks get him to go 3 up,
We'll
3
be back
down.
for the
We'll be right
fifth.
back. Yep, bottom of the 5th. Do it. We are back here at Falcon Field, a 9-1 lead for the Gators as we enter the bottom of the 5th. The Skyhawks will try to break through Ray Kastner. They only have 1 run off of 4 hits. Little defensive substitution for you. Ab Wilkerson comes into the game at second for Zach Ortiz.
Also, quick little shout out to all the Flora people working here. They're on spring break right now, and it's not that they could be at the beach right now, but they working at the baseball game for the school. Inspirational, absolutely.
You're doing a great job. We want to give a special thank you too, as looks like a little malfunction from the pitch comm, I believe, is it'll be quickly handled as Alexander goes back. Kastner's still out there for the Gators.
Today, the last game, the one from Carnum against Lugoff, it was finished at like 1:30, and they got the field ready in 30 minutes. Wow.
They're very good at what they do, are they not?
They are. AC Flora is a great school.
They are indeed. The 0-2. Swung on and missed strike 3. Alexander has to throw down to first. It is good. There's 1 away.
Do you think what's the pitcher's name?
Ray Kastner.
Ray Kastner. Is he gonna finish the game?
At this pace, he might. He's not pitching a lot.
He's looking pretty sharp.
He's only had 56 pitches already, which is really good.
56 pitches through 5 innings. 4 point.
Yeah, 4 1/3.
4 1/3.
You know, he's looking good right now. I'm not sure if they'll push him how far. Probably depends on how well he handles these next couple of batters. First pitch is low ball. One is Colt Babick back up for the 3rd time today. Of course, next game on tap is Lexington and Miller. The 1-0 is popped straight back. It's 1-1. And then the nightcaps AC, Flora, and Airport. Currently, this game is for a spot to play tomorrow. River Bluff needs to win and needs Airport to win to book their ticket to the championship tomorrow. Falcon fans are very happy right now with this result. They need a River Bluff win. That ball is sent into center field. It'll be at least a single.
At least a single, and he's going for 2. Colt Babick.
Nice throw from center
And
field.
This is a double for Colt.
It's a double for Colt Babick. Skyhawks get down
Very
there.
nice hits.
They're actually out hitting the Gators. Fortunately, they just can't find the runs to
Defensively,
score.
it's not looking too good for the Skyhawks.
No, defensively has been rough. 4 errors. However, that is Colt Babick's now 6th double here. First Hammond this season. He has a 1-out base runner for Ben Kirkpatrick.
All right, come get it, Ray. Get it early.
The southpaw fires. It's wide. Ball 1.
Missed on top left.
Ears get tired, don't they?
They do.
It's weird. You don't usually think so, but then when you start putting the headset on for multiple hours, you're like, dang. Kirkpatrick calls time. He's 0 for 2 today with a ground out and a line out.
Also, my arm's getting pretty hot right here.
I
So
know.
I'm trying to turn him out a little bit.
Need to find some sunscreen. Say,
Maybe go to the...
I might need to put more on. I don't know.
That's true.
Hot day, no cloud cover. The 1-0 is smacked foul. It's 1-1. Yeah, it's not cool here today.
I mean, I brought a hat for exactly
Yeah, Jeff, if you're listening,
that case.
more
No,
sunscreen,
sun.
please.
It's the new sun.
We don't have the blessings of the PA announcer. We can't sit in the booth all day.
Yeah.
That must be really nice. The 1-1. Fastball away, ball 2.
Slow left. 2 on count, 1 out, and Colt Babick at second.
Yeah, you asked me how long you think Kastner's going to go. I wonder how much longer he can go if he keeps falling behind hitters and allowing doubles.
I mean, this is the top of the lineup.
It is a very good top of the lineup Hammond has. They got to take advantage. The 2-1. Fouled straight back. It'll be 2-2. Of course, Puddin waiting on deck.
Get it, Ray.
The top RBI getter here for the Skyhawks.
Go ahead, buddy.
2-2 the count, 1 gone. Kastner kicks and delivers. The breaking ball misses a little in tight. It'll fill her up.
And you need Ben Kirkpatrick on base if you still want to have any chance in this game, probably.
That is. See,
2 innings left.
you're a natural, Franz. That's exactly what I was about to say. You love to set the table for the big-time hitters coming up on deck. The payoff. That one's driven in the left center field, but high hit. Rye, the center fielder, has a play. He'll settle under it, and there's 2 down.
Fly out.
Babbitt not able to tag. He's forced to stay at second as Jack Groff will come up for the 3rd time. Puddin is 1 for 1 with a single and a walk today.
Okay, Ray. Leave him out there. Let's go, buddy.
Well, River Bluff's got to start thinking they're going to play tomorrow in a championship, so you have to start using pitching like you are. Castor's going to be forced to stay out here for at least a little longer as there's been no movement in the Gator bullpen.
So both Group A and Group B won't face each other anytime?
Group A and Group B will play for the championship tomorrow, so...
Oh, so it's only this. Is there not the 2nd seed moving on?
It's the 1st and the 2nd seed. If you win this, you're one of the top 2. You just don't know which one you are quite yet.
Okay, so there's 2 games tomorrow.
Yes, there's a 1st place game and a 3rd place game.
Oh, all right.
Yep. The 0-1.
I thought it would be kind of like a playoff. Like it's first from Group A against 2nd of Group B.
No, so how we do it is it's round robin. So you play everyone in their group. So obviously you've played River Bluff, AC, Flora, and Airport. And then the winners of each side will play each other. And then the 2nd place teams will play each other. Used to be the 3rd place teams play each other, but they did away with that this year. The 1-1. Hard hit ball to the left side. Maddox Free, the 3rd baseman, gloves it. Throws it across the 1st, and it's in time. And that will do it. The Skyhawks had a 1-out double, but Colt Babbitt is left stranded. It's 9-1 lead for River Bluff going to the 6th. Well, just like Franz, we are so ready to go to the 6th inning. It's a 9-1 lead for River Bluff here against the Skyhawks. And Franz, you have your work cut out for you. You're going to have to come back here late, and that starts with holding River Bluff here to a 0.
That comeback would be insane.
It would be very insane. It's got to start somewhere, though. Ready on ready, Walker Godwin up. He smacks that one foul. It's 0-1. Also, again, shout out again, Mr. and Mrs. Corley. Another uses of their sunscreen.
Yeah, me too this time.
May protect me for the rest of the day after, of course, my poor planning skills come into play again. That one's looped down the left field line. It will be a fair ball into the left field corner.
Ball,
or no, they're calling foul.
No foul ball.
Ooh.
That was a very close one.
I thought it was fair, but I guess he has a better view than I do. It'll be 0-2 then as Walker Godwin has to retreat from around first.
Again, Walt.
0-2 count. This is the first out you need to look at.
That ball is lifted into left center field. This time Wade has a play on it. He'll make the grab. There's one away.
It must be the second one he already had like this. high ball to left field.
Yeah, not for him particularly, but the last at bat, Banks Alexander did fly out to left field. Now it's Dom Norton back up for the 4th time today. He singled, walked, and reached left fielder's choice so far in his 3 plate appearances. There's 1 gone here in the top of the 6th, 9-1 lead for the Gators over the Hammond Skyhawks. First pitch, called, strike 1 at the top of the zone. The 0-1, off speed wide, ball 1. Well, how well is Campbell Conley pitching, Franz?
I think he's doing all right. He's pretty young. He's sophomore. This might be the longest he's pitched all year long.
That would check out, I believe, if my math is mathing. I'm not 100% sure, but he only has 5 2/3 innings pitched.
Yeah.
He's now working into hopefully his 4th inning.
And I've been part of two of his pitching performances. He had one against Airport yesterday. Other than this, I mean 4.5. And I think he's still doing pretty fine. Gave up, what's that? 4 runs, yeah. Also probably due to a couple of errors by the Skyhawks.
Yes, that is correct. Popped up into left field, wait long run, it drops in the shallow left. A blue pop single for Dom Norton. Well, now Maddox free back up again. Maddox, he reached earlier back in the 1st. He walked in the 2nd and lined out in the 4th.
He's been playing pretty nice defensively. Gotta admit that.
Yeah.
Had a nice throw to first.
It's never easy playing on the hot corner, and that's what he's doing. That's what we call third base, the hot corner.
The hot corner.
Yeah. And he singled back in the 1st. There we go. Completely did not write that down. That was ball 1 outside.
Another one in the dirt. Need some strikes right here.
Yes, you do need some strikes, need to get some outs. You need to give the bats a chance to try to make a comeback here in the last 2 innings. It's 2-0 though, the count. River Bluff needs 2 runs and 3 outs to win this game via run rule. And that one's hammered on the left field line, but it will go foul.
All right, Matt, come get him now.
Were you ever part of a inside the park home run? Because that's like the most.
Oh, I have not ever seen one on a call before as the 2-1 comes home. It's called strike 2. I have seen one in person when I played high school back in my day. One of my friends, the guy, I think it was left field, he dove and he missed the ball and it rolled all the way back to the wall. My friend was pretty quick and he got around to score. The 2-2 is low. It'll be a full count now. The cleanup hitter, Maddox free. Ashley Powell, who's already had some nice plays today, including a single and a tough lineout that was caught by Croft. Waits on deck. The payoff. That one's lined to the shortstop over his head for a base knock.
Over Benker Patrick, and this is both runners escape. Move up 1 base.
Yeah, it was a tough play for Kirkpatrick. He even timed his jump right, just a little out of his reach. This game's moving a little slower along. You know, it's had good pace.
There's
And
a
all
right
of a sudden,
fielder up next. Scouts still trying to hang in here, but not looking too bright right now.
yeah, they're going to need some help, and it really begins
Courtesy base runner for the Gators, number 15.
right here. Caleb Renwick will courtesy run. He'll courtesy run for Dom Norton, or I guess pitch run, rather.
Caleb Renwick.
Well, Ashley Powell has 2 on and 1 out. The right-hander comes home. Powell lines that one right to
Gordon
Croft.
catches it.
The
Nice
second,
catch, nice
not
catch.
in time. The second time, Croft has taken a liner away from Powell as he just kind of laughs, and that's all you can really do at that point. There's 2 away. That's why it's called the hot corner, a hot shot right to the third baseman
Now
Made a good
batting
play on
number
it.
13, Sam Turner.
That's the kind of thing I'm pretty much missing. Like, I can't catch, so I could never really play baseball. Maybe DH, I don't know.
And unfortunately, is a big part of playing baseball, isn't it?
It is.
Sam Turner is DHing for Trip Hutto. Hutto reached in the second, flew out in the third, and sacrificed fly in the fourth. Now Turner will get his first cracks. The lefty will dig in against Conley. 2 on, 2 out. Turner takes low, ball 1. The 1-0. Off speed stays wide.
Yeah.
That was a good pitch, though. I mean, it just missed, and that's one of the ones you want to try to get him to swing at. Turner did a good job of not swinging. The 2-0. Low, ball 3. This is not
Two
good.
runners at base.
I need a big pitch from Conley here. Again, pitching's been
And
a
also
premium.
watch out that you don't throw anything in the dirt or behind the catcher.
Well, it's if you walk him, I mean, it's fine as long as you make sure I
Yeah.
don't come home. The 3-0. Called strike one. Nice pitch. Low in the zone. Lexington and Miller await. They're watching this one intensely as this River Bluff team could potentially be their opponent, or maybe even Hammond. The 3-1's chopped to the right side. Lundy, the second baseman, has it, and he will do it. He gets the Skyhawks out of the jam and keeps them in the game. We will at least play 7 no matter what. Brigaders lead at 9-1.
Got Brewer back.
Leading out for
Brewer
Flora,
is
number
back.
3, Brewer
Brewer
Lamont.
back at bats.
4, 5, and 6 due up here for the Skyhawks in the 6th. They're trailing by 8. You said it'd be a crazy comeback, right?
Now, yeah. if they could make it, it would be a very crazy comeback. 8 runs in 2 innings.
Doesn't happen a lot as Castor throws low and away. He's still in the game, however, for the first time there's some action in the River Bluff bullpen.
I'm actually fine with Campbell Conley pitching, to answer your question from earlier.
Yeah, he's doing great.
0 runs in the 5th and 6th.
Yeah, actually, all of those runs are against not him. They're against Maloney, so he technically has 0 earned runs given up. Only 1 hit allowed. Doing pretty well. The 1-0. Fastball called, strike 1 on the inside part of the plate.
Good hand now, right?
Gassner fires, it's chopped to the left side and foul. So how many kids do you know on this team, Franz?
Hand now, right?
On Hammond's team.
Yeah.
Everybody.
You know everybody?
You know, I've been traveling with the team everywhere. Back in 2023, me and my bro, Locke Saunders, we went to Augusta to travel with the team to the state championship.
Oh, nice.
Augusta was nice back then. They had Bruno Molly's safe at first. Nice.
Would have been a great play by Walker Godwin, by the way.
It was. They had a guy called Khalil. They had a very nice catcher who went to Virginia Tech after, I think. Very nice pitcher. I think his name was Jeb. They had a very good team, and we drove up there to Augusta Christian, but lost to them. It was like a game 3.
Was that a tough one?
It was a tough one.
Oh, it's popped into the air right side towards the out-of-play section. Alexander looks up, but it's toward the bleachers.
Whoa,
and
the man didn't move, and it was very close with the one man in the blue.
you could catch. You said you can't catch. I mean, what would happen? Would you just run out of the way, or what are we doing?
I
making a
just have
play?
to speculate a little bit, maybe move like slightly to the left, whatever.
I think you make a play. Just make sure you don't get hit in the head.
Yeah, I mean, catching a ball that's that high still hurts a little bit, probably.
It's not easy, is it?
Yeah.
The 0-1 is grounded to the left side foul. Yesterday we had a ball like that towards Lexington, and their head coach, Hux, he came back with a glove after he almost got hit.
0-2 count. And Bruno Molly at first base.
Gassner fires. It's fouled back. Lundy stays alive. It'll be still 0-2. 0-2 count, bottom of the 6th. 9-1 lead here for River Bluff. With nobody gone and Hammond trying to fight off. Maybe just keep in this game, get a couple more runs. The 0-2. Way wide, ball 1.
How many guys of Hammond do you know?
Not really many. I don't really see the Skyhawks too many times. We don't really play baseball against them a ton.
You
so.
got the knowledge, you know?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I know who they are. I've never talked to them. So.
I mean, I've talked to them, but I don't know their batting average. And that's what you know.
Oh, I mean, okay. I mean, I know all the stats, correct, but I don't know the players. Like, I know who they are. Don't get me wrong. Like, I could tell you their names, but never had a conversation. Just how it goes.
All right, Ray, stay ahead, buddy. Come get it.
If I travel with the Skyhawks, I'd probably get to know them a little better. Like, I've started to know AC Flora a little better than I did.
I mean, I've been at practice. This one's popped up.
I got to work, unfortunately. I got another job. If I got paid like this, I would definitely stay here. Popped out to the second baseman. There's one away.
Stepping up to the plate, number 11, James Lay.
James Lay back up. He's looking for his first hit of the day. 0 for 2. However, this may be all for Kastner as Coach Bonnet going to come out and talk to him.
I wouldn't take him out. He's doing a great job right now.
Maybe Coach Bonnet feels
6
differently.
hits it out, only 1 run, and 1 guy at first.
Yeah, we'll be right back. It looks like it's all for Kastner. All right, y'all, pitching change here at the Forest Acres Classic. I'll turn the music down. So we're going to talk about our sponsors here real quick. First, get the Butchum 215 Legion team. It's a Legion team that operates right here in the Midlands. Head coach by one Chris Dorsey. You want to sign up to go play Legion, go hit that code on your screen. However, why should you play Legion? Well, it's the most competitive baseball in the state. It has all the top high school talent and some of the top college talent, as well as it makes you a better man. You know, Coach Dorsey's talked about his relationships with all the players he has, so they just build players and men, of course. Lexington, that's where River Bluff will be, so go sign up for there. Hammond, you're with us. Come sign up for the 215 today. The other one is the Big Red Box Dumpster Company. It's an all-inclusive dumpster company that is run by Chris Dorsey and one of, I can't remember his other name, I apologize. Well, what do they do for you? They'll get you a dumpster, you fill it up, they'll take it away. Simple, easy, no hustle, no hassle. It's www.bigredboxdumpstercompany.com to learn more or call 803-783-6834 to book your dumpster today. We'll be right back. Pitching change as Peyton Hewitt comes to the bump. We are back here at Falcon Field. Peyton Hewitt coming to the bump for the Gators. Ray Castor had a great day where he now has officially went 5 1/3 innings. He does leave a base runner on base for Hewitt, as the right-hander will try to finish out this game for the Gators and put them in a position to play tomorrow in a championship. Of course, the Falcons will look to spoil that potentially tonight. Ready on, ready. First pitch is wide, ball 1.
And what is deciding who's going to be first or second?
So it will decide whoever
Probably
wins.
Both have 2-1.
So
right?
whoever wins, so if Airport wins, River Bluff will be the first place team in this bracket. If AC Flora wins, AC Flora will be the first place team because of head-to-head record.
Oh, okay, head-to-head, yeah.
Yep. Flora beat River Bluff and Airport lost to River Bluff. On
This
the ground
could
to
be a chance
third.
for a double play. And it is a double play.
Right on cue. Good call.
Very quick
from-
inning.
That'll do it. A 5-4-3 double play to end the inning. We'll be right back here for the 7th. We head to the final inning here in this River Bluff Hammond showdown. The Gators have a 9-1 lead against the Skyhawks. A couple defensive changes, one notably behind the dish. Owen Smith comes in to catch. Conley back on the bump. The right-hander fires, and the first pitch is popped foul. It'll be Ab Wilkerson up here for the Gators. He replaced Ortiz for defense a couple innings ago. Ready on ready. The breaking ball hits the dirt. It's 1-1. And Everett Edens is in right field. He came in last inning for some defense as well. That's the one-
Usually a base runner for the Skyhawks. Very quick guy, Everett Edens.
Yes, very quick indeed. He's been used as a base runner for multiple times this season, or this game, this tournament. Yeesh. I'm awake, I promise. Everything. He's this season, this game, this tournament. Yes, you're right.
His dad used to be a very fast high school athlete. Michael Edens went to Wofford to play football.
See,
His number 37 is hanging in the Skyhawks locker room.
That's why I have you on.
Not in the locker room, in the gym.
See, I don't know that. I never went to Hammond.
He's an absolute legend. Our stadium, our soccer stadium is called Eden Stadium.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Oh, football stadium, both.
Call, strike 2 on the outside edge. We'll get a
2?
full count. I think it's 2-2.
Might have been a walk right there.
Might have been. It wasn't quite yet. So 3-2. Here to the 7-hole AB Wilkerson, or Ab Wilkerson. The payoff is flown foul to the right side. We'll do it one more time. So his friends and I were talking last time. The winner of this game will play tomorrow. They don't know the seeding yet. Depends on the result of the next game. Everybody in this side is 1-1, so chaos, of course, ensues. The payoff. Ball 4, missed outside.
Another walk for Campbell Conley.
Just his second he's allowed. He's not doing too bad. Now it's Mac Raines, who already has a homer today. He shot one over the left field wall back in the 3rd inning.
Raines.
He's grounded out and been hit by a pitch in his other 2 plate appearances. Of course, these games are going a little longer today, so Miller and Lexington have had to wait a little while before they can take the field here. Usually at this point, we pretty much have them getting ready to roll. First pitch, wide, ball one. So friends, how would you describe your first appearance on air?
It's kind of nice. Sometimes I got a little bit of vocabulary missing, you know.
I think you're doing a great job.
Yeah, I mean, in Germany we also got English classes. I've been taking English since 3rd grade.
As I read in the book once, your English is a lot better than my German.
Yeah, of course, but like, English is a very international language. If you want to, like, I'll probably say, if you can speak English, that takes you very far in today's society, probably.
I would assume. I mean, that does make a lot of sense. Of course, the U.S. is very internationally bound, but
yeah, of course. But in Europe, if you can speak, most people are able to speak English, at least some English.
Interesting. Okay, I didn't know that. Back-to-back walks for Conley puts runners at first and second now. What has been the hardest kind of thing for you when you have to learn English? Like, what's been the hardest, I guess?
Right now for me, it's just sounding more American, you know.
I don't hear many people say that. I want to sound more American. What is sounding American like?
I mean, I came here, and whenever somebody started talking in the southern slang, I was kind of facing a problem because I couldn't understand a single word.
Like, what do you mean southern slang?
I mean,
like y'all?
Yeah, like no, like not like y'all, just the way of pronouncing.
Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah. It's like all right.
All right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I say all right a lot, so I mean, unfortunately, I'm like the typical southern kid, I guess.
But I'm fine with that. It sounds so nice, southern slang.
It's so easy. I didn't start saying y'all till like middle school, and now I say it like every other sentence. Except when I'm on air, of course. The 1-1 is poked to the right side, coming on and dropping in front of Edens. It'll be
bases loaded.
Oh, got away from the shortstop Ben Kirkpatrick. No harm, no foul though.
Now batting number 23, Banks Alexander.
All right, Banks, make it count, buddy.
Well, bases juiced for the top of the order. Banks Alexander up.
This could be his second Grand Slam this year, right?
Could, yeah. Hey, your memory is a lot better than mine too. I'll tell you that. First pitch to Alexander, and
hammered. Might be foul.
Just a bit foul.
Very close though.
Well, as you might have called it on the first pitch. He was looking for it. I'll tell you that. Came up just short the last time. Flew out to deep left.
All right, Banks, get a hold of it, buddy.
Alexander grounds this one through the left side of the infield. That's a base hit. It will score one. Being held at third is Rains. It's now 10-1 River Bluff.
Now batting number 1, Walker Godwin.
Still no outs for the Skyhawks.
Not yet, but now it's getting tough.
So a comeback is getting more and more, what do we say?
Unlikely.
Unlikely. Very unlikely.
Very unlikely.
Very, very unlikely.
First pitch, that one's lifted into right center field. Edens will have a play on it, but it's deep enough to score. He makes the play, tagging at third is Rains. He will score.
Kirkpatrick could have gotten that one. Running back to the second.
Oh, it is good for out number 1. It's now an 11-1 lead, though, for the Gators.
Base running substitution right here. 35's coming in.
All right, big man, move him.
For number 23, the freshman.
I gotta find my papers. I put them somewhere.
Batting for the Gators, number 14, Dalton Corley.
Where is it? Yeesh, where is it?
Also, number 14. Might be his first at-bat today.
That is another good look. It's Dalton Corley. He's usually a pitcher, but now he gets a chance to hit. 11-1 lead, 1 gone here. First pitch to Corley is fouled back. Corley was the pitcher in the first game, if you remember that one, Franz. He had a great game for the Gators.
The first game, I wasn't here in the first game.
I got
I
you.
was here for the Skyhawks and the Flora games.
Okay.
That's my 2 teams I support, you know.
Yeah, he gave up no earned runs over 6 innings pitched, had 9 strikeouts. Pretty good.
That sounds pretty good.
And he got the win against Airport, his 5th of the season on the hill.
That wasn't yours, buddy. That wasn't yours. Hey, battle up there, bud. Guard it now.
76 pitches, that's a lot.
It is a lot, but he's going strong. Corley fires
I mean,
the off speed.
whenever-
Called, strike 3 looking.
Whenever I throw like 50 balls, my arm's tired.
Yeah, my arm is also very tired. I think it's Wyatt Lucas who's currently courtesy running over at first for Banks Alexander.
Nice.
Another new hitter here in the lineup, Brooks Peloso,
Now
usually a
batting
pitcher.
number 17, Brooks Peloso.
All right, Brooke. Make it count, buddy. Make it count, Brooke.
An 11-1 lead here for River Bluff. Hammond will need 10 in the bottom half to try to play tomorrow. First pitch. Called, strike 1.
Good question is if we see number 11 finishing the game for River Bluff as a pitching.
He, remember here, got taken out last time.
Oh, he
Remember?
did?
Yeah, Peyton Hewitt.
Okay.
So he is in line for the win, though.
Only 1 run giving up.
Yep. Chopper back to Conley. He's got it. He'll flip it to first, and that will do it here. The Gators grab 2 more, so it's a 10-run lead. Hammond's going to have a vigorous comeback if they want to be playing tomorrow. All right, let's play 7. We head to the bottom half of the inning.
Leading off for Hammond,
Skyhawks trail 11-1, looking for a rally
Comeback?
here. Comeback. Hey, if you can come back, it'd be pretty impressive, wouldn't it?
Very impressive.
We'll see what happens here. Is Peyton Hewitt trying to finish out this game on the hill. He came in and immediately got a double play the last time around. First pitch is wide, ball 1.
Got Will Freight up at bat. Had a very, very good pitching performance against Flora.
And one that Flora fans are not happy about. But you are correct about that one. Peloso in the game, he's playing third. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Get ahead now, Peyton.
Of course, on deck, Miller and Lexington. That game, first pitch will be at 5 p.m. in about 45 minutes. 1-1, fastball wide, ball 2.
And we probably still have the Flora staff, Flora crew cooking up the field again.
They do such a great job, don't they?
Great job. Always great job by the Flora crew.
So, and then don't go anywhere after this game immediately. We're going to be announcing the all-tournament and the all-academic players that made this year's team in the Forest Acres Classic. For those who are new, which may be a couple people because, I mean, these teams are seasoned veterans, we announce an all-star tournament team, so usually one player from each team. The championship teams get a little more than that. And we announce an all-academic. Those have already been announced, but I will let them announce them over the PA.
Walford, Will Freight.
It's a good way to start a comeback, right?
I mean, yeah.
Long way to go, though, and we go through the bottom of the order. It's
27,
Jackson Waite.
Jackson Waite steps up to the plate.
So, barring a vigorous rally, we'll be seeing River Bluff tomorrow. They will have to wait to see who their opponent is. The next 2 games will decide that for them. They are now big airport fans, barring again, and a 10-run inning here for the Skyhawks.
What is the cable the catcher got in his ear?
It's an earpiece, so they can, they have this new technology where they can communicate electronically of what to throw.
That's nice.
Yes, it's very cool. Which is why, remember when he ran over to when his coach kind of fixed something real quick to him about a couple innings ago?
Yeah.
He was fixing that.
All right.
Yeah, technology has taken over the game, hasn't it?
It has.
And they now have like headsets in the football, so you can hear what the coach is saying from the booth.
They got torpedo bats now.
Torpedo bats are making their way across.
But not at high school.
Oh, they're still too new. You haven't seen enough of a sample size yet.
Can torpedo be? You know, if torpedo bats can be produced for metal bats as well?
Oh, 100% they can. Now, how effective they are is to be determined, but it seems to be they're working really well, right?
They have. Ellie de la Cruz probably. He's hitting with some.
Yep,
Nice
that's a liner
hit.
right back up the middle.
Comeback's looking pretty nice.
Long way to go, but the first 2 runners in the inning are aboard here for the Skyhawks with still nobody out.
Still, it impresses me. We have 7 hits. The Gators have 8 hits, and it's 11-1.
Just how this game goes sometimes, isn't it? Quickly about Peyton Hewitt. He's on the bump for now. The 9th appearance of the season, a 0.53 ERA over 13 1/3 inning pitched. Well, now 14 innings, so it's probably a little lower. 2-0 record.
Never Edens up at bats.
He's hitting for Preston Springs, the 9-hole. First pitch is called, strike 1. The 0-1. That one's lined to right center field. Powell's coming in. You'll have everyone make the one-handed grab for out number 1.
At the top of the order coming up with Cole Babick.
How good is this kid?
He's good. He's good. Only sophomore. Very nice. Very nice hitter. Can throw very fast. I don't know. Maybe we could probably put him on the mound one day. Because he can, like, his throws from the outfield, pretty fast.
He has 1 appearance on the mound. He pitched a scoreless inning against Heathwood Hall earlier this season.
Yeah. Oh, I was there.
Oh, you were?
I was.
You remember him going on the mound?
Yeah, there was a 9-0 win, so I don't remember too much from the game.
Call, strike 1. Beautiful curveball from Hewitt.
This might be how the River Bluff fans feel right now. Just a bit bored. I don't know.
Somewhat bored. I think they're very happy. This is a strong showing from the Gators. They'll go to 2-1 on the tournament, barring, again, a vigorous comeback. Hammond, after a Game 1 win, will fall to 1-2. 20-1 the count, 1 gone. Runners at first and second for the top of the order in Colt Babick.
Cole Babick's the guy you're looking for a home run.
He has 5 this year. Ones. Call, strike 2, fastball on the outside edge, 81
Very
miles
nice
per hour.
throw.
It was very nice indeed. It's exactly where you want the pitch to be if you're throwing a heater.
Reach out of this, mate. Come get it. Go, Perro.
Trust it, trust it.
One, 2. Curveball stays wide, ball 2. Falcons making their way here to Falcon Field. Probably very happy with the result. They needed a River Bluff win if they wanted the chance to play for a championship. But they still have to take care of business here tonight against the Eagles Airport, who are looking for the exact same thing, who they're probably not as happy they won't get a chance, barring, again, a Hammond comeback, but they'd still like to play tomorrow.
Cole Babick.
Howell's got it, 2 away.
Caught. And we're looking for the last out right here.
Yep, Hammond down to their final out in this one. It'll rely on Ben Kirkpatrick.
Up next, number 2, Ben Kirkpatrick.
Winning percentage, expected winning percentage for the River Bluff might be like 99.9% right now.
Maybe higher than that, honestly.
A little higher.
Got to add a couple more 9s after that. Never know, though. Baseball's a weird sport. It would just take a minor miracle. Well, not even a minor, probably a miracle.
As ever now, probably never in baseball history has anything happened like that.
Probably not. I know. Usually I've seen big innings come back, but not with 2 outs. Well, Kirkpatrick digs in, righty on, ready, 2 away.
It's a legacy swing for every senior right here.
Hey, they still got some games to play, don't worry. Call it.
I mean, it's the last Forest Acre Classic. Forest Acre Classic is greatest tournament in all of Colombia.
He said it, not me. I would even say more than Colombia.
South Carolina.
There we go. I like
There
that.
we go, there we
we
go.
go. Best tournament in South Carolina. The 0-1. Called strike
Also
2.
a very nice tournament is the, what's it called? The Richland County.
Oh, yeah.
The 215.
The 215, yeah.
Yeah.
That Legion
Where the
baseball.
Legion teams plays
Legion
in.
team, or what? That is such a fun summer. Again, y'all, there's your plug. Sign up for the Legion teams today.
2 strikes. Could be the last pitch of the game.
And
This is strike, and this is game.
froze him on ice, got him on the inside. Curveball, and that'll do it.
I would say GG's to the Skyhawks. Good game by the River Bluff as well.
That's the ball game.
Maybe a
folks. The
little,
final score,
you
River
can probably
Bluff
see who was the better
11,
team
Hammond
today on the scoreboard. Just too many errors by the Skyhawks.
Too many errors indeed. They got down early and could never really come back. Got some runners on the base pass, but they left them stranded. Well, Franz, thank you for joining me.
I thank you. It was a great experience. I hope you still have a great time tomorrow.
Thank you,
And I'll see
sir.
you.
See ya. Good to meet you,
All right,
sir.
see you.
All right, I'm going to stay on real quick. We're going to talk about our all-academic,
Award ceremony for
and our all-tournament teams. We're going to, so I'll stay on. Again, shout out to Franz for coming on. So much fun we just had here this game. Of course, I'm sure he had a ton of fun, and now we will finish this one out. Both teams will line up. Again, I did help pick these out, so if you remember last year's River Bluff fan, I would give my picks. This year, I will not be doing the such. It was pretty cool. It kind of relates to, in the Coastal Plains League, I was able to, they were allowed me to have a
all right, guys, here we go.
some all-star selection bids, which is pretty cool. All right,
All
I'll stop
academic,
talking.
Jack Croft. And Jack, you might as well just stand there, calls all tourney Jack Croft. Now for River Bluff, all academic, Matt Ray. And all tourney, Dominique Norton. It's been a great week of baseball, guys. City of Forest Acres and AC Flora High School would like to thank you for participating in this year's Forest Acres Baseball Classic. We hope that the remainder of your season is successful and have safe travel.
All right, then I'll do it here. Thank you, Hammond, for coming out. It was a great tournament. Honestly, a pitch or two away yesterday from making the championship. Unfortunately, came up short. River Bluff, we will see you tomorrow. You will await your fate. That will depend all upon AC Flora and Airport. You are big Eagles fans tonight. For me, I'll see you on the next one. It's a heavyweight fight. Lexington, Miller, when we come back. Thank you for being here. I'll see you then.